The College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks Episode 4. Thursday, December 8th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Networks, presented by WynnBET. WynnBET's now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET is what you need to win. Sign up today. Bet $100. Get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET to claim your free bet today, folks. So grab that thing and remember to let it ride.
This is Dan Dickow, and you are listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks Episode 4, Thursday, December 8th. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dad, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
Oh, I'm eating shit tonight. Heavy dose of shit. You know what I mean? A little shit salad. You know what I mean? Put some nice shit salad on there. Add it into the sandwich. Eat a shit sandwich. They complement each other well. Folks, I mean, we'll get to all the games on here, but shout out to the chats moving along. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Bob Huggins at West Virginia. Give it up for host of the NFL Gambling Podcast, host of the Ryan and Rush Show, Ryan McIntyre. How you doing, man?
I've done better. I got my ass kicked tonight. Courtney Love kicked my ass tonight. 0-3 on the Courtney Love vagina special there.
Yeah, the smell. You had sometimes it's like Patty C says. Sometimes you got to say fuck the smell, and you got to go the distance. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Dude, what a night. I mean, currently sweating out. I know you're sweating out this Denver-Sacramento State overtime game. And wait, did I just hit on one? I did. Okay. So my night's getting a tiny bit better, but it's still a shit night. Make no mistakes. I'm dealing you out some shit tonight, essentially. Let's just get into it. Well, and I'll update you on those games that are happening. But Michigan State, Penn State. Watch the first half. Then NC Nick's kids, I had to so I didn't get a lot of the final like 10 minutes of the game. I didn't get to watch. What'd you make of this game? Michigan State was in the more desperate spot, and Tom Izzo, got it done. I was on Michigan State, or I'm sorry, I was on Penn State. So, I mean, I didn't bet this, but did you get eyes on this game at all?
I did not, because I was at the Coliseum for the West Virginia game, but was watching it on my phone here and there. This was just a culture win for Sparty. Back against the wall, 0-1 in Big Ten play. Tom Izzo finds a way to get it done, even it up in Big Ten play. Big win.
Yeah. Great win for him. And my night started with Siena losing a game that I don't know if you saw me retweet the everyone follow the College Basketball Experience on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Siena's coach saying we should have won this game by 10 points. They lose by 7 and really had the ball. It was just a tough beat. Could have went up for a layup, I feel like. Instead, tried a crazy pass. I don't know. Like, it was tough. Lose by a half a point. I feel like we were on that right side. Didn't get it done there. I would bet this one again tomorrow if it was like that. If it was the same line, I still feel solid about it. I'm not going to apologize, but I will do some apologizing later on. So Georgetown back to 500, huh? That free tickets, it worked out, huh?
Hey, you know what? Georgetown's on a roll now. Maybe they can beat Cal.
Whoa. I don't know. Depends if Askew is there. And by the way, folks, hopefully you get the SGPN app. If you did, you would have seen, or if you followed us on Twitter, that the Cal Golden Bears had 2 players out tonight. So I removed my lock on that, and thankfully I saw that information before I bet that particular game. DePaul got beat down by St. John's. Mike Anderson and St. John's, this might be his team, man. This might be his best team, or either DePaul. I know they're depleted with some injuries, but that was an ass whooping. Shout out to St. John's.
Might be their year.
Yeah, it might be, man. And shout out to the team I'm going to see this Saturday. Once again, folks, anyone in Wilmington, come on out. Me and NC Nick will be there. Buy you a beer. And Jacksonville goes into Richmond and beats their ass. Wins by 11. Kind of, I feel like, was dominating that game almost the entire way. The Dolphins are for real, man. I'm telling you, the Dolphins are for real. They were for real last year, and in year 1 of their coach. Now he's in year 2, and things are really looking better and better as they win by 11. The A-10 not off to a great start this college basketball season. And I'm mad at myself for not locking up Jacksonville. I considered it. I didn't do it. I'm also mad at myself for not locking up Delaware State. We thought about this one. Remember, we said 19 points. This is a, in-state rivalry. They only lose by 8.
Could have won it.
Yeah, my apologies. We should have hit on that. And then the ultimate fuck you of the night, in my opinion, goes to Quinnipiac. You had a 17-point lead, and you almost lost this game outright. There was like a 17-point lead with 7 minutes left, I feel like, 6 minutes left. They almost lost this game outright. Oh, and probably should have lost this game outright against Holy Cross.
Once I realized we weren't covering, I started rooting for Holy Cross outright. Fuck Quinnipiac.
I am done with that fucking school. Oh, man. What up, Know Something in the chat? All right. What up to Justin Casey? Yeah, that was tough, man. That was tough. And then here, how about this one, man? I can't believe Hofstra covered for me, even though I didn't bet it. But, Estrada didn't play.
Yes.
I mean, that information, I would have been all over Purdue last night if I had known Estrada wasn't going to play.
And that line skyrocketed.
Yeah, that's true. It did. Cornell, how about Cornell, the Big Red? They almost won that game outright against the Miami Hurricane. They easily cover for us as we got that one correct. And then Navy, West Virginia, you were on the right side on that. You took Dub V. I took Navy. And you won by 21 and covered that number. What'd you make of this game? I know you were there live in person checking it out.
Yeah, no, I was there live courtside watching this Navy midshipman team. I know my Mountaineers won by 20, but Navy is for real. They run really good offense. They're tough. They play hard as shit. I'm telling you, this team will be right there to win the Patriot League.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a big fan of their program. One that me and NC Nick were watching that we said, we should have locked up William and Mary plus the points. Although they almost gave this away. They almost gave this game away as far as from a cover standpoint. That game was close. ODU, through fouls late in the game, ODU was able to get that thing up to 10. It was at 12 with 8 seconds left, and we were getting 11. But William and Mary scored just an easy little layup. But they should have covered it. It was like a 2-point game with 3 minutes left. I mean, this was a game. As Ryan Hasty in the chat says, Bill and Mary is a covering machine. Yes, they are. Shout out to them. We were right on BU covering against Notre Dame in South Bend.
We should have locked that one.
I know, man. There was a lot that I liked. Like, I look at my overall record tonight and I say, hey, I was pretty good, but just not on my bets. There's nothing more frustrating than that, in my opinion.
Agreed.
If I have a shitty night, I want to go 0-80. You know what I mean? Loyola, Maryland lost to Hampton. You were on the right side of that. I took Loyola. So, shout out to you getting that done. But we were right on this. The Cocaine Bears, baby. Brown coming through, getting the outright win. I believe we said sprinkle some on the money line on that. So we did have that to tout as the Cocaine Bear magic continues on.
The Bears have been good to us.
Yeah.
All the Bears.
Dundee, the new car salesman. That's right. I mean, on what game are you referring to? Because I certainly was on some of them tonight. Penn covered against Nova. You took Penn, right? No, you took Nova, right?
I took Nova. Yeah,
I took Nova too. Cleveland State, St. Bonaventure. I locked this one up. This is a true shit sandwich. I do apologize to my clientele, as a 5-star members you are out there in the world. They got their ass whooped all game. I got nothing.
It was a good win for the Bonnies. Bonnies, young Bonnies team's getting better.
So my shit sandwich started there and then bounced into Florida Gulf Coast. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And shout out to Boca Raton. Look, I don't know where your football fans are at. I watch a lot of college football, and the fan base at FAU, not really existent. But I can tell you tonight, in Boca Raton, shit was rocking. And I think FAU is a tournament caliber team, man. The way that they beat them down was super impressive. And my apologies.
I'm done fading
FAU
and the Owls from here on out. I feel like we've been on the opposite side of them a couple times now, 3 or 4 that I remember off the top of my head, and they've stuck it to us every single time. So shout out, like you said, shout out to the Owls. They're good. They're for real.
Dude, they beat their ass. From the minute they tipped the ball, they just put it on them. I'm super impressed. Me and NC Nick were talking about the Conference USA race. We find super intriguing this year, maybe more than ever. You look at FAU, won at the Swamp against Florida. They just look really good.
Yeah.
And obviously UAB is really good. North Texas is really good. Western Kentucky is really good. Charlotte's emerging. Who was the other school? Louisiana Tech's not bad. I'm still forgetting one, I think.
Middle
Tennessee State.
Charlotte.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is a good conference this year. It might even be better than, dare I say, the A-10? Shit,
they're not that far behind the ACC.
Sacred Heart and Fairfield was a game. I believe I laid the points with Fairfield. I think you took Sacred Heart, right?
Yes.
Shout out to you. You got it done there but Fairfield, this was a fantastic game. Once again, it was lit. Fairfield won at the buzzer. Nice little runner banked in. Awesome game. And then how about the moving company, though? Destroying your lock. You cannot fade the moving company.
I know.
As Ryder goes into Stonehill and gets the dub by 11. I was shocked at this one. Tennessee beat Eastern Kentucky by 35 points.
Tennessee's top 5 good. I mean, they are annihilating teams. I know it's low majors, but Eastern Kentucky is not a shit team.
I know.
And then we saw what they did to Kansas in the Bahamas as well. They undressed them. I mean, they beat their ass. So, I mean, the Vols are rolling under Rick Barnes. Of course, their one loss is to the Buffaloes.
That's right, baby. Let's go. North Alabama hit for you, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, the Lions.
Barely, by the skin of your teeth. By the skin of your teeth, the Lions. They hit for NC Nick as well. Whew.
I like to think I was owed one after that Siena game.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm super pissed off at myself. I was telling NC Nick this. I knew Western Carolina was going to give Davidson a game. They're not that far away from each other. I knew that was going to be a fucking game. And 16 points was a ridiculous line. They lose by 8. This game was even closer than that. I'm disappointed in myself for not locking up that game. Very disappointed in myself. But Davidson wins by 8. NJIT covered for me against Army. Robert Morris got it done for me. And I'm disappointed for not locking up Colgate. I mean, I hesitated on this yesterday. I said we should lock up Binghamton. That golf course sucks. Did I lock it up on this show? I can't even remember. I just forgot to bet it.
I want to say that you did, and then I saw I swear I locked it too on Tally site, but it didn't appear there. So maybe there was a glitch in the system. You know?
Sometimes I think that. Sometimes I think that I put my picks in now. Granted, like I was extremely tired, so I could see myself missing that because I didn't actually bet it either. I thought I bet it. Like I was watching the scores on my phone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I won money here. And then I looked at my account. I was like, huh? I didn't bet this? I'm unorganized, people. I'm on the road traveling. I'm unorganized. And
I will say there was about 70 games here tonight too, so it gets a little dusty in these bigger slates.
Yeah.
Oh, Denver loses, so Noah Beanick is heartbroken tonight.
They covered though. Great teams.
I know.
Cover. Great teams cover, baby.
Here I was thinking I was a sharp guy. I mean, I got it at 3.5. It closed at 7, and I still lose. It's my night in a nutshell.
Denver should have won that game, man. They had a big lead.
They should have. Yeah.
Not a big lead, but a little bit of a lead down the stretch. Couldn't hit free throws. Name of the game, could not hit the free throws. And shout out to the fans. We had some fans hit me up asking about the song that we go out to, asking where to get that. If you're interested, give me hit me up on Twitter at @TheColbyD, because that is not that's a real song, but it was not on an album that was done by my friend Mocha Only, who I highly recommend you guys check out his music. He's got like 70 fucking albums, I feel like. Great artist, but he did that as part of a pilot that I did. So if you try to Shazam that thing, it ain't gonna work. But hit me up, I'll send you it. Eastern Michigan, hey, pushed.
I know. Yeah, no, I can't figure this team out. So I'm not even going to try to do so here tonight. I'll wait. I'll wait till we preview their next game. Sneak peek ahead. A team is on the slate that has not played in a while. That's one of our favorites. So looking forward to getting back into that one.
There we go. Well, we were right on Detroit to beat Tulsa. We were right there. Did you lay the points with Drake or did you take Omaha? I took Omaha, so I hit on that.
I took Drake.
Okay. And then we ate shit on Southeast Missouri State against IPFW. Even though we didn't bet that, but we took Southeast Missouri State.
Mm-hmm.
And Campbell as well. Evansville. No, you took Evansville, I think. Evansville won by 6. Yep. I took Campbell. They lost. Dayton. See, I put money on the Flyers, and yeah.
We ate shit on this one. There's no other way to say it.
They didn't fucking fly at all. All right.
No.
They're I don't know. I mean, just what is going on with Anthony? They're 500 now. Anthony Grant's team. I know they're dinged up some, but still.
They were supposed to be good, too.
They were preseason top 25.
I know.
They don't look like a really good team right now. That's what I'm saying. Right now, the A10. Who's the best team? It's your boy. It's UMass, right?
He's up there. If I had to say who's the best team pulling up the A10 right now, I mean, you got probably St. Louis.
They got their ass up by.
Yeah, I know they got drilled by Iona, but other than that, they've been pretty impressive. But yeah, UMass is in the top tier.
I think Duquesne might be in that mix.
Duquesne, George Mason seems to be getting better under Kim English. I think a team that could sneak up on some people, and I know they didn't have high expectations because they're young, are the Bonnies. We know how good their home court is as well.
Mark Schmidt's a good coach too, man. And,
great coach.
Hey, the Nichols Texas Tech game? You're gonna read that score. If folks did not watch this game,
Nichols should have won.
Yeah, with about a minute left, I think Nichols maybe a minute 30 left. Nichols had the lead. Texas Tech wins by 7. It's a misleading score if you're just looking at that and say, oh, Texas Tech got it done. No, misleading score there. We were on Nichols as they covered. And a lock that I added today because of NC Nick and because of you that I did first thing in the morning, and I bet, shout out to you and NC Nick, Ball State, they hit as they put it on Eastern Illinois by what? I feel like 17 points, I think, but
Eastern Illinois is really bad.
Yeah, they might be an auto fade. Indiana State, this game was fantastic. Indiana State continues to impress. I'm super impressed with them. Let me ask you that. Is the Missouri Valley better than the A-10?
I would say so. I think they're right there neck and neck. And the ironic thing is Loyola Chicago left the Missouri Valley for the A-10.
The A-10, right?
Yeah.
It's funny how that works out. You look at Drake, you look at both these teams, Southern Illinois, Indiana State, even some of these other schools. I know Missouri State's not as good as we thought they would be, but there's some other solid schools in this conference playing good ball. Nebraska, Indiana. You know, what sucks about this is when I forgot to pick this on Tally side. I didn't bet this game, but when I woke up in the morning and I was going through NC Nick's like, dude, you never picked that game. And I go, how the fuck did I miss that? So I picked it, and at a larger number, I said, all right, Nebraska will cover that. On the show, I took it Indiana. So this was a true Benedict game.
Yeah.
I lost on this at the end of the day, but if you listen to the show, I hit on that. How about Mike Woodson in Indiana?
They're for real. I know they had the blemish at the rack, but, you know, it seems like everybody loses at the rack. Big one Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening against Arizona. So those two are on a collision course. Looking forward to previewing that one tomorrow night.
Yeah. Manhattan. We got a little crazy with that one. They lost by 40.
No, never again. You know, all it takes is one time for some of these teams to burn you, a.k.a. IUPUI in Manhattan, and you go, yeah, never again. No mas.
Eating shit left and right, man. But Pitt covers for me in our lock war, baby. We're now 3-3 in our lock wars.
Fuck.
So even though I'm getting my ass kicked, as long as I at the end of the day can talk trash to you and somehow end up with a winning record, Pitt actually should have won this game. Stupid foul with like a second and a half left, and Vanderbilt made both free throws. Shout out to them as Vandy gets the win. UConn. Can we talk about the Huskies?
They're for real. I mean, they're as good as anybody. Them and Purdue, best resumes in college basketball. I was shocked that they beat Florida the way they did. I picked Florida. I thought it was good. I thought the line smelled. Thought they could get Sonogo in foul trouble with Castleton. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. This was take it on the chin. UConn starting to look a little bit like the olden days, a little bit.
Yes, 100%. Super excited for fans of UConn. I know we got some good fans out there that we've known for some years. Shout out to them. I know they got to be with football back bowling and then basketball rolling. All right, Grand Canyon, Loyola Marymount. Great game, but wow. It's almost like I deserve this for fading Leia Pepe. Man, if you watch this game, down the stretch of this game, Leia Pepe, the stat sheet isn't going to tell the tale, in my opinion. He had, you'll see 17 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, right? You'll see that and say, okay, decent game. He was the guy who won him the game. Down the stretch, he made, I think, the 3 or 4 most critical plays in the game. He hit a 3, and then the very next possession went down in the post, completely owned, and this was like a neck-and-neck game. So hitting a 3 when all the momentum in that gym was going towards Grand Canyon, and then the very next possession after hitting a 3, he ends up doing a little double pump fake, using the basket as a protector, going underneath, going off glass, and getting a bucket there. And then he took a critical charge in this game. The guy, I mean, dude, I honestly can't fade that dude. I can't fade that dude. He's a fucking beast. Shout out to Leia Pepe. And look, I'm wrong. And dude, they're pretty good.
They are. They're 8-3 overall. Their only losses are to who? Colorado State, Irvine, and Riverside, who are all quality losses for the most part.
Yeah.
And they wanted a hard place to win. Grand Canyon's a hard place to win.
Yeah, that place was lit tonight. It was great.
It always is.
Yeah. Northern Kentucky ate a big shit sandwich there in Pullman.
Oh my God. Yeah. Take that one on the chin for us. So Jesus.
And how about Utah Valley? Utah Valley's won twice in a row now against BYU. They go to Provo, win by 15. Mark Pope, you better go fucking visit the Pope. I mean, shit.
It's back-to-back against South Dakota and Utah Valley.
Dude, I
now.
think BYU's not very good this year. I don't.
And they're joining the Big 12.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know
Good
about
luck.
that. Yeah, better find a fucking Sean Bradley 2.0. Arizona State. Yeah, Arizona State. Bobby Hurley took care of business. NC Nick was trying to convince me today, sitting there, I was hanging out with him. He's like, dude, you should bet this one. You should lock this one. And I go, I can never count on Bobby Hurley. But man, I saw a stat. I want to say Rothstein tweeted this out, or Rocco Miller or something, that the Hurleys are like 16-1 this year.
They're rolling. I mean, the only loss is to the SWAC, Grambling.
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. And then, like, perhaps the biggest collapse of the night, still covered for me, but the Towson Tigers were beating Clemson almost the entire game. And down the stretch, the momentum and Clemson just brought them back, and they get the dub by 5. And then, shout out to, when you're having a tough night, you can always count on Criminal Acts, baby. All right.
Oh yeah. I got in this one with you last second,
dude. And they had 3 guys suspended. I thought it was just going to be 1. It was 3.
Yeah.
No fucking sweat. They lose by 1. They cover the 7. Shout out to New Mexico State. Even their logo has a fucking guy shooting a gun. It's absolutely fantastic. And it pays off. I'm telling you, my theory really works. It's like tragic magic. So you gotta pay attention to me on these.
You gotta take the dust ups when they're there.
Yeah, I mean, come on. This is look. I've done this many times in football. You find out so they're going through some trouble, dude. You take them, boom. Look, I'm a Colorado fan. I'm an East Carolina fan. Our best teams are when you got guys getting arrested. Just a fact. All right, it's just a fact. If you got guys getting arrested, your program's going in the right direction. Cal State Northridge. They did not cover the gigantic number against Fresno. Boom. And this one I'm disappointed at too. Watched a little bit of this game. Cal Baptist. I should have locked up Cal Baptist. It's hard to go there and win. They beat Weber by 12. The spread was like 7.5 or 8. I should have bet that. I thought about it. I apologize to my clientele. But UNLV, never a sweat as UNLV destroys Hawaii. As we both hit
Vegas
the Rebels. Boom. Missouri State. What's that?
I said I'm looking forward to watching UNLV versus New Mexico. Both teams undefeated. Mountain West. Those two are on a collision course right now. That's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah.
Mountain West is good.
Yeah, it is. It really is, man. So Missouri State got their shit pushed in by St. Mary's tonight as the Gales bounce back to form. We were on that. And Eastern Washington beats Cal by 2. Luckily, I didn't bet that shit because Askew, the Kentucky / Texas / wherever other college he'll be at next year transfer, he didn't play. Also, another key player didn't play. And then Sacramento State beat Denver by 2. But the Pioneers covered. Shout out to Noah Beanick. Currently, we have USC up 20 on Fullerton and San Francisco. The Dons are up 17 on Merrimack. Game balls here. I'm just going to go straight to, I think the top game ball for me, if I had to go like chronologically here, I think, actually, no. I'm going to go Indiana State. Indiana State winning that game on the road. I think they're the best team in the Missouri Valley, and I'm very excited to watch them the rest of the years. And it was on Larry Bird's birthday. We should have known to lock it up because it was at Larry fucking Bird's birthday. Who's your first game ball?
I got to go the Huskies. I was on the Gators. I was dead wrong. The Huskies go in there, beat their ass by 20 plus. They're rolling 10-0. Year 5 of Hurley and Sonogo. They got everything. Hawkins. They're rolling right now. Athletic, fast, veterans. The Huskies are right there, man. They're primed to make a run in the Big East.
Yeah. My second game ball will go to the Clemson Tigers because all of a sudden I'm trying to think these are wins that will matter in March. I think Clemson, with the ACC being down, can really capitalize on all this, and they're starting to get hot at the right time. You look at their past couple wins, whether it was Penn State, whether it was Wake Forest, whether it was Towson, Those are good wins, and I think they're really going in the right direction here. So give me Clemson. I was way off on them. In the preseason, I kind of thought Brownell was going to get fired after this year. I'll take all that back because I think they're going to be dancing this year if they can maintain, stay healthy. I know they seem to get injured often, I feel like, years past. So Clemson is my second game ball. How about yourself?
I'm going to go to Tom Izzo and Sparty. Bounce back road win at Penn State. I thought it was a tough spot for them, but it was a game they needed to have. They didn't want to fall to 0-2 in Big Ten play. Go to Happy Valley, get a big road win, come back, and right the ship a little bit tonight.
Yeah. And my final game ball, I know they're calling for me to go with the Cocaine Bears of Brown, and they do deserve that because they're getting hot. But look, I'm a sucker for rivalries. I'm a sucker for little brother. That's what drew me to college sports besides the great environments is that I want to see these matchups, especially when you have ones where they're like 10 minutes apart. I'm going with Utah Valley, getting the dub at BYU. I love it. I love to see it. They're probably going to be on the schedule every year because they're like 10 minutes away or until BYU learns not to schedule them. This is fantastic. I'm here for it all. What are you doing here on your final game ball?
I'm going to take the little brother. The Brown Cocaine Bears come through for us. Winners of 5 in a row. Coach Mike Martin, big win at Rhode Island. They got Michigan State on deck on Saturday, so we'll preview that one. But I will, I'll give the ball for the meantime to the Brown Cocaine Bears.
Let's go. Let's go with those Cocaine Bears. All right. A little dust up there. All right, you ready for it's a shorter slate, but there's some good rivalry games. So hey, let's go. Yes, college basketball each and every night. You know we are here. We got a loaded slate for Thursday, December 8th. Hop on in, folks. Let's go. This song is so fucking fire. To start things off. Well, there is actually a what school is this taking on Maine? Maine Augusta Moose. They're the Moose. All in favor of them going D1. I'm trying to bet on the Moose. All right, let's go. There's no line on that game, obviously, because they are probably D2 or D3. I don't even fucking know. All right,
D8.
Yeah, D8. Game. This is a great game. It's a great game to start things off. Marshall heading into Pittsburgh to take on Duquesne. This is a game. I'm going to take the Dukes -1. I think Marshall's a different team when they leave Huntington. Heading to Pittsburgh. Give me the Dukes -1. What are you doing here?
Yeah, both teams come in with a combined 2 losses. I like Marshall. I've really been impressed with their team this year. They lost on opening night, but have won every game since. And they did. Their only road game was at Miami of Ohio, and they drilled them. So I'll lay in the Thundering Herd here. Great game.
Yeah, and right around that same time, just an hour later, actually, do I not have a rut? Hold on here. Let me hit refresh. I know I saw this line earlier.
Which game you talking about?
Rutgers at Ohio State. Yeah, okay. Ohio State -6.
Yep.
I'm going to lay the points with Ohio State. Rutgers away from the rack. I think Ohio State puts it on. They win by 10. Give me the Buckeyes. And I actually thought about locking this, but I might come back and lock this before this episode's done. What are you doing here?
Pulling up what they did last year. Rutgers, they split last year. I'm going to lean to Steve Peichel and the Scarlet Knights. I think they find ways to just stay competitive, even when they go away from the rack. And I think the Buckeyes have been a little bit inconsistent so far this year. I think this is a ball game, traditional Big Ten game that comes right down to the wire. So I'll take the Scarlet Knights here.
All right. I mean, these games it's a small dose of college basketball tomorrow, but some of these matchups are fucking good. I mean,
quality over quantity.
Yeah, Rutgers, Ohio State. How about this one here? Under the radar. UMass Lowell is good, folks. The River Hawks. They are taking on UMass. Your boy Frank Martin. UMass is laying 2. I know what you're going to do, and I'm going to join you. I'm laying the 2 with the Minutemen, but this is going to be a game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming you're locking this.
I'm coming with you, although I will say Frank has called out his team, which I like, and UMass Lowell is good. They only have one loss on the year, but I will join you. When in doubt, take Frank Martin.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Staying with the lock, staying with the awesome games. You're telling me Iowa State's getting 5.5 points right now at Iowa. This is, the capitated blowjobs game, the cornfields. I'm taking the 5.5 in Iowa State. Lock it up. Let's go. They're going to give them a game. I think they can win this on the money line, plus 180. What are you doing here?
Lock battle. I'm locking up the Hawkeyes. Let's go. Bounce back.
Oh, man. Moneyline Mac in one corner with the Iowa Hawkeyes. Pick Dundee in the other one with the Cyclones. These games are, look, this is a good slate, man. This is a really good slate. Our Tommies. I feel like they might as well set up. Do they live in the state of Montana? Didn't they play like 3 games in Montana before? Now they're back in Bozeman. They're getting 6.5. Ooh, man. Give me the points. I'm not going to lock it, though, because I think Montana State's better than their record. What are you doing here?
I've actually struggled with this one because when in doubt, I'm just loyal to the Tommies, but I do like Montana State. Where have the Tommies been? I feel like we haven't
No, I think you're right. I'm taking Montana State. I think they're just way better than I was looking at their resume, right? I think they're better than their record. I'm going to lay the 6.5
games.
Yeah, I'm going to lay the 6.5 with Montana State. I think they're going to get it done.
They've only played one home game, and that was against Warner Pacific. So shout out to Warner Pacific. They're going to be in our tournament at the end of the year. 15 seed, I'm thinking. Looking at it, like they've only played one home game. Saying the Tommies kind of have played some D2s lately. I'm going to take, the Bobcats? Yeah, I'll take the Bobcats here.
Yeah, lay the points there. Let's lay it. Minnesota is heading into Minneapolis. Oof, what? This is a little bit of the Courtney Love, man. We're back to the court. I know Llewellyn is out for the year, they said, but
Minnesota's so bad.
This one reeks. It reeks.
Yeah.
Why should we not lock this? Talk to me.
Well, I guess just with the uncertainty with the injuries of the Wolverines, especially at the point guard position. But you know what? They're coming off back-to-back losses. They need this game. Have they played a Big Ten game yet? No, this is their opener. Let's lock up the Wolverines.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Get this bullshit out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What do you think, Noah Beanick?
Yeah. Noah's a Michigan fan. And besides him being a Denver fan, he's a big-time diehard Michigan fan as well. Yeah, I'm curious his thoughts on this one. But this next matchup, once again, the games are fun. The games are really fucking fun. Colorado State heads into Boulder. Oh, man. This is a rivalry that I'm so glad next year we're seeing it on the football field because they took away this rivalry from us for a while. This is fun. This is really fun. 5.5 points for the Rams. As much as I want to be.
Look out, just watch him go. Down to Buffalo. Oh, no, it's a guy out of Buffalo.
I'm taking Colorado State plus the points. Buffs might get the win. Yeah, of course they will because they're my team. Give me the Buffs to win by 2. Colorado State covers, though. What are you doing here?
Yeah, and Colorado State, the Rams coming off the letdown over Northern Colorado, potential look ahead, or it was a look ahead last week. I'm with you. I'm gonna lean to the Rams here. I think this game comes right down the wire. Rivalry game.
Yeah, can't wait to watch it. Final game of the slate: Jacksonville State, the Gamecocks. This game's on the Pac-12 network, so I don't know. Good luck watching this one. It was funny. We had a fan from Australia come to the SGPN studios on Saturday. He just happened to be in LA, asked us to come by. And it was funny because his name is Juan. Shout out to Juan. If you're listening to this, we appreciate you, brother. And he was just talking to him how he got into college football and college hoops, but specifically started out in college football because in Australia, the games are on Sunday, right? So he goes, I don't have time to watch NFL because it's during my work schedule. So I watch college football Sundays. And he goes, and I don't know what it is about the Australia, but I always hear you guys talk that you can never get the Pac-12 network. And he's like, we get it everywhere in Australia. So who knew? Who knew that's what they were catering to? So
that's how you find it. Just go to Australia.
Welcome to the land down under, folks. Jacksonville State heads to Utah. You can catch this one in a bar in Melbourne. I'm taking the 14.5. Too many points. Utah wins by 10. Give me the 14.5 with the Gamecocks. What are you doing here?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take the points as well. Give me the Cocks, as they say.
Yeah, that's not the first time he said that, right? All right, folks. Well, that's our picks. So now it's just Lock City. I feel like I need to lock up another game. Come on. I mean,
yeah,
we're supposed to give the fans something. How about a little rivalry parlay, too?
I like it.
I feel like we should take UMass -2. Well, actually, you took Iowa, so this fucks up the parlay. But how about UMass -2, Colorado State +5.5? Little rivalry parlay. And for me,
yeah,
maybe you do a round robin, you put in Iowa State. For Moneyline Mac, you put in the Hawkeyes, maybe. I don't know. Figure it out. Or do we lock up? Do I lock up? I wanted to bet one more game. I'm taking Ohio State -6. Lock it up. I needed another game. The Buckeyes are going to come through. Let's lay the points in Columbus. All right, so my locks now. Ohio State -6. Actually, I see a 5.5 out there. How about I take that? Ohio State -5.5. UMass -2 against UMass Lowell. Iowa State +5.5 in Iowa City. And shit. That's it. Get the SGPN app. I might add another one just because I want to bet. What are you doing here, brother?
I will. I'm going to add a lock. You know what? I'm going to lock up the Marshall Thundering Herd. Get it done at Duquesne. So I will lock up the Herd +1. I will lock up Iowa in our lock battle. No, you can play it.
Oh, I was
enjoying. It's always music to my ears whenever I hear it.
There we go. Marshall, the Thundering Herd, getting a point. I actually see a 1.5 out there for you now. Take the half too, just in case. All right.
You know we got to be sharp, guys. Yeah. I'll take the Thundering Herd +1.5 at Duquesne. I will take Iowa -4 or 4.5 at home. I know you saw it at 5.5. I see it at 4.5 in another place. So I'll take the point of value. Maybe we'll split and we'll both win.
There we go.
I will also take Frank Martin and UMass -2. And last but not least, I will lock up Noah Beanick's Michigan Wolverines -4.5.
Oh yeah, did I say that? I don't think I said that. Yes, I am locking up Michigan -4.5. I've already actually wagered on that one. So. Boom. Let's go, folks. Subscribe to the College Basketball Experience. Remember, we're here each and every night, breaking down games and action for you. So subscribe, tell a friend. Check out the College Football Experience, too. We're about to drop a coaching carousel episode tomorrow. We'll be previewing the FCS playoffs. We'll be previewing Army-Navy because don't you forget, the season is not over. Army-Navy's one of the best rivalries, I think, in America. So that game's fantastic. And then FCS playoffs, and that goes into the bowl game season and the CFP, the College Football Invitational. We got you covered year-round talking college football over there, year-round talking college hoops over here. Subscribe to both. Check out the College Baseball Experience with Noah Beanick. And check out all of Ryan's work, host of the NFL Gambling Podcast, host of the Ryan and Rush Show. I highly recommend both of those. And check out the Sports Gambling Podcast as well, the podcast that started it all for us, folks. And until we'll get the SGPN app. Should say that it's free to download. Some people think we're trying to this isn't a Ponzi scheme here. All right. It's free. All right. We're not trying to sell our fucking picks. All right. Get the SGPN app. You'll have access to not only our picks, but everything, our articles, our other podcasts. You should just get it. Also come talk college hoops with us in the Discord, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. And boom, let's go. All right, folks, this is the college basketball experience for Thursday, December 8th. You better start thinking about yours, and we out of here.
Yeah, it's got me thinking about the good shit the minute that I seen your grill again. It made me good trip, good dog the mind back like dog will wind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me hit me can back, but the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for who? Just get it straight cause it got me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do.